the masters of the universe.
We have more than just me and you here, but you giving your perspective now. They heard your perspective. Now I'm gonna give you
It's not my perspective.
Okay, the perspective you gave, I'm finna give them a different perspective.
Okay.
The other perspective is these founders that he's talking about came and seeded this planet.
Seeded all planets.
Okay, all planets
and created
everywhere.
the planets.
I don't disagree with that.
And
I don't
made,
disagree
made
with
the
that.
planets and put them where they were.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that.
And they seeded life.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay,
but I do put it in perspective. These people, the founders, were called the Anunnaki by the Sumerians. And the No, I gotta stop. Because listen,
They talk about the first one. What happened?
Yes, bro, they're the same beings.
these people I'm talking about.
It's only 24 elders. The 24 elders, the word elder means older.
Listen to what I'm trying to say.
The creator.
They said
How'd y'all
the
get on this?
founders was the ones that
How'd y'all get on this
actually
subject?
put all this stuff.
Okay, let me ask
I
you
just
quick. How
walked
many
in.
founders were there?
There was one.
No.
No. When I think Anunnaki, I just think of another race just like the
And that's
Pleiadians.
that's the misinformation.
Listen, when they're all
What the
talking
hell is the
about
Anunnaki?
The Anunnaki are
a race of beings.
in his way, they are the elders or the founders that came to this planet and created life. They created you
So
and me.
where does God fall in all this?
God, those were our gods. The other word for them are called Elohim, which is in your Bible, which is mistranslated as God.
Let me straighten this up.
okay.
Let me straighten this up.
Or Yahweh's are these are
All
mistranslations.
right, here's where we have a mistake. I'm not saying what you're saying is true. What you're saying is true.
I know what I'm saying is true.
Listen, but when I say founders, I'm not talking about founders meaning the Anunnakis. Yeah, there are founders technically of creating us, but I'm talking about the founders.
I'm talking about the founders. Because the way I learned it. Okay, watch this. So you learned it one way, I learned it. Listen, you learned it one way, I learned it a whole nother.
Actually,
watch this.
Seeded.
These people that you're talking about has a name. They're called Anunnaki. They travel in a. Let me finish my point.
Because
If I'm wrong, then let me finish my point.
Listen, the Anunnaki and the reptilians or the other people that are here, they don't even like them. They're part reptilian and human.
No.
Listen,
there's a galactic council.
You're getting something.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you what it is.
Anunnaki and the founders is two different things.
No, they're not.
The founders are way older than the Anunnaki.
No,
yes, the
they're
Anunnaki
not.
came here and did
they're
what
not.
they did.
They're the same beings.
They're not.
They're the same beings.
They're not.
Why they're not?
They're not, because
how can they not be?
They're not.
Let me tell you what the
stories
Sumerians.
and what everything from.
Let me tell you from what the stories I've read.
You're trying to say the Anunnaki made the universe and all? I mean the solar systems and.
No,
and all
I'm trying to tell you that Atum, the original Father who Jesus prayed to, our Father which are in heaven, created the universe. He created the universe out of the Big Bang Theory, which has been proven that it did exist. It's been proven by Einstein. It's been proven by all the. Hold on, let me finish. It's been proven by scientists that are renowned that this is how it possibly could have happened. This is the most likely way that it could have happened. So that means that they are more close to the truth than anyone. So the
no.
I gotta finish, man. When I try to stop you in the middle of thought, you won't let me. Let me finish my thought. These people, these beings, if you want to use it, or Elohim for lack of a better word. You understand? The Anunnaki, the Elohim, as they were called.
It's not even, the founders is not, that doesn't have nothing to do with the Elohims.
They are the founders. As you want to use that word, let's use the word founder. The founders that created this whole universe, they came to a place called Sumeria, and they taught this guy called Enoch. Enoch not only has, hold on,
Anunnakis is the one that did that.
You want to listen to what I got to say? Come on, bro. They're not. Let me finish my thought, and you might see that, oh, wait a minute, he's telling the truth.
No, because
then you can research what I'm saying.
No, I already researched.
No, you researched from something from a whole nother perspective, which you are missing some data.
Perspectives.
You're missing data, and I'm giving you the missing data.
Listen,
it's like they don't know the missing link because they don't want to listen about where they fucking come from.
Listen to this right here, and then you can talk. If we're talking about Polarians, which is Palladians, and then we're talking about Andromedans, right? They have been around longer than this species, which is us that's been here. They know what's been going on before we got here. You said the Anunnakis is the ones that put us here. That's true. But they said what started the whole universe.
The Anunnakis created them. And let me tell you what's going on.
The Anunnakis created who?
All of them. You want to listen?
You
now?
talking about
If you listen to me, I'll give it to you in English. I ain't gonna even talk Spanish this time.
Wait, the Anunnakis created the Andromedans.
Let me talk.
And,
let me talk. Let me talk.
The Palladians.
Let me talk. They created many houses, many mansions, and they created this life and species on those planets. Now, what happened was, here's the deal. Listen to me, dog. Just hear me.
The Anunnakis
Let me-
is a race.
They're a race of beings from a race of beings, like we are. We are a race of beings from a race of beings.
We're just a
The
descendant
Anunnaki,
from
the Anunnaki.
That's our
no.
cousins.
The
They
Anunnaki.
took their sperm and
You won't let me
put it-
talk, bro. You say you gonna let me talk, but I can't get a thought
Okay.
out. Here's how it all happened.
Put some tape
The
on it.
Anunnaki are the beings that created the universe, and they actually have a leader. That leader is the one that commissioned them to go on these different places, planets, or whatever, and start these civilizations. Then they're also brought in to increase the level of intelligence of these universes, depending on how their nature is, right? And then when they get to a certain plane, they are asked to join into the Galactic Universe Council to govern the universe. They are waiting for man to get to a certain vibration to where man can join its people, which is his father, the Anunnaki, plus everyone else in this universe. That's how it is. Now, our problem is we were created to cause mischief and bloodshed, to be deceptive, and to do all these other things. This is why we was told to get ye down from here, because we were already up there, and we was told to get down from here, and that's how we landed on this rock, which was not inhabitable until they came and made the Gan, which is called the Eden, or the garden, right?
Eden, right.
Okay, so now, hold on, which made it possible for man to live. I listened to you, now you gotta listen to me, because like I
Something
say,
is scrambled.
no, because you know why it's scrambled?
keep-
Because you got misinformation.
No, I don't have
Let me
misinformation.
finish my thought, and you'll see the misinformation.
Everything you're saying up to from that point is
That's
true.
because you missing the misinformation.
When you use the word Anunnaki was the
Don't worry, listen, just like you use the word founders, or you use the word for science, for something, instead of religion, use religion instead of
Okay, go
that.
ahead.
Use religion instead of that, and you'll get the end
are
again.
here on
Once
our
again,
own.
you
We
tell, but
need
listen,
to
but
get
listen
it-
what you telling me. You telling me information again that you got from some other source that is misinformation.
Yeah,
and
but
let me give you
got
my information.
from somewhere else that you're saying that it couldn't be disinformation.
But you ain't even let me get the information out for a person to even say, you know what Franklin's saying is right, or what he's saying is right. Put both of them on the table and then let them prove themselves. Because logic can't be lied to. Like I just said to you how it was going, and you just admitted that I'm telling the truth. Now, if you put, for lack of a better word, you might have someone say, no, the Anunnakis are not the ones, but they're on a different plane. They're not even on this plane that we're on. That's crazy. You know why? Because there's 7 planes. And the only person that went to the 7 planes is Enoch. Enoch went to all 7 planes, met every angelic being there is, founder there is, list them by name and their jobs and their duties, and came back and put it in the book. And it says in that Bible, Seth's son Enoch, for God took him and he was not dead, for God took him, he was not. And there's only 3 other people that got abducted. They're like, hold on, these abductions, if you want to go back to today's terminology for science purposes only, these abductions of human beings are still happening by certain beings. It's not just the Greys and whoever. It's also happening by the Anunnaki that took Elijah, that took Elias, that took Moses, because Moses did not die.
Is the Anunnakis here, or are they still on planet Nibiru?
They're on planet Nibiru.
None of them is here.
Listen, they're on planet Nibiru. There's a certain amount of them. It's supposed to be 50.
Okay, so
now, how they survived it the first time was they went underground. They went behind the waterfalls.
How you know it was coming though?
Because Noah told them. The prophet Noah, Nitafishim told him. Because the Elohim told him.
so how would we choose to be a part of this? Like,
Yeah, for real. I need to
when
be. I need to be.
how could we choose? Like,
Get your soul.
how would we be the
You have
choice?
you have to reconnect yourself to the Elohim. How you reconnect yourself? He was giving you some of that. You got to eat right. You got to study,
Right.
meditate. You got to do right. Your actions, your deeds, all that stuff. That's what they say. Be a good Christian or be a good Muslim, and you can get to heaven.